last night in wet conditions, but we're underway here now, and up goes the hands of Jack McAvoy, and he gains possession straight away. He's looking inside and gives it to his twin brother, and the link well as Liam Delang powers through, and Liam Delang taps it over for the opening score of this clash, and Tullamore go up with all the bodies. So once again John Furlong, he goes well there in the middle of the field and gives out to Mikey Fox. Mike has a look at the post there, he gives it back to John Furlong, and in goes John Furlong across the square, and the ball is in the back of the net there, and it's Dan Fox. And once again the Foxes are urgency here to take this, as John Furlong just taps out to Brazil. It's back now with Furlong to Oisin Keenan Martin off the left. He's a look at the post, and he just taps that over comfortably, and he gives it back to Dara McDade. It's with Egan. Cormac on a savage amount of possession the early 10 minutes of this game, and he gives it to Liam Delan, another man who's really showing well here. He gives it to Harry Plunkett. Harry off his left. It's on target, and that's over the bar. That's a lovely strike of the ball from Harry Plunkett. And his third so far is once again Brazil and Furlong combine, and the ball's with Delan, and it's with Cormac Egan now. Cormac Egan just a different class out there so far this evening, as is this man on the ball, Liam Delan. He's having a fine start, gets it forward to Harry Plunkett. Plunkett just jinks forward there, and his shot comes in, and that's over the bar. And it's point number 5, the far side of the field, and it's now out with Mikey Fox. Fox, his pass just goes wayward there, and it's with Harry Judge. Harry's going at speed at the goals, and there is a gap there. Can Darren McDade get across as Harry Judge breaks forward, and the ball's out with Keith O'Neill, and it's in the back of the net there, and that's just a bit of class that Keith O'Neill brings. Cormac Egan. So Egan looks to break forward here now. Can he see a gap? He gives it to Brazil again. Brazil thought about the shot. He gives it to Plunkett there, and is it even going to go wide? It isn't. It's in the hands of a Tullamore man over there. It's back out with Plunkett, and the shot comes, and it's over the bar there. I think it was Dan Fox there this time. Tommy Dempsey. And exactly as predicted there's very little injury time at the end of the first half, and it's Tullamore who will be much the happier as they go in at the halfway stage. The scoreboard reads Tullamore 115, Clonbullogue 1-2. We'll be back with you in a few minutes. This is the full back, that's Jamie Quinn, gives it back to O'Neill. O'Neill gives it back to Quinn. He kicks it forward there, and it's one in there by Clonbullogue man, but the shot comes in. Declan Hogan got a hand to it. He fists it forward, and it's with Levy. And Levy gives it out to Mike Fox, and Fox kicks it forward here to Darren McDade. There's plenty of green grass in front of Darren McDade, and he opens out the legs and off he goes. He gives it into Liam Delan. Delan has a look at the post, and that's number 4 for Liam Delan. That's a well taken point there from a Tullamore point of view. As Clonbullogue come with the kick out, but it's going to be turned over by Dan Fox. Fox now gives it into Luke Plunkett. Plunkett just spills it momentarily, but he gets the ball into his hands and finishes into the back of the net. That's Tullamore's third goal with Keenan Martin. It's back out to John Furlong. Furlong to Mike Fox this time. Mike just gets the ball to Plunkett, and it's back here now with Niall Furlong. The pass goes forward, it's back to Furlong. Can he get a shot away? And it looks good, and it's over the bar. Niall gets his second lead. Hogan gives it to Levy, and Levy to Liam Delan. Delan just running into green grass there every time. He's clips one forward there, and Tullamore win it inside through Harry Plunkett, and Tullamore have another goal in their mind. The ball is back there, the shot comes in, and Dan Fox Mike Fox combined, and Tullamore's work rate in the second half, although they're cruising, has been very, very high. As Cormac Egan breaks forward, Egan gives it to Harry. Harry has a look at the post, and his shot comes, and that comes in. That's a lovely score from Harry Plunkett, bringing his tally. John Furlong there. It's not too often men do that, but John Furlong returns the favour with the ghost just turns it over, and Tullamore break away again, and Furlong has it. That's serious handwork by John Furlong. He kicks it into Harry Plunkett. Tullamore now do they have another goal in their mind? It's back with John Furlong. Luke Plunkett back at the net, and that's another goal for Luke. It's a lovely Turnover by the Tullamore men once again, and the ball is fisted forwards with Darren McDade. McDade just jinks forward and gives it to Dan Fox. Fox gives it back to McDade. McDade into Cormac Egan. Cormac Egan to Luke Plunkett. Luke Plunkett across to Cormac Egan. Cormac Egan palms into the back of the net, and that's just serious teamwork from the men in blue. In this enough game from the point of view of positioning on the table, as Tullamore look to keep the boot down. It's Aaron Levy giving out to Liam Delan. Will Delan have a go? He will have a go, and why not? That looks like it's really good, and it's over the bar for Liam Delan, 6 of the night. Balls like that on top of Killian Burke, because he'll absolutely dominate and kick it into Luke Plunkett. Luke's in for the hat-trick now. Will he go for it? He doesn't. He just fists it over the bar. I guess another point, and that's just simple play from an experienced outfit. Just after hitting the 60-minute mark, and Marius Stones, absolutely no seconds of injury time and no messing from the Taro official, blows it up here for the full time as Tullamore ramp home here, 5-27 to 1-5 victors over Clonbullogue in this Tullamore Court Hotel Senior Football Championship clash. It's all simple, all as expected from a Tullamore point of view. There's very little I can say at the end of that game. Only Tullamore